Today we're going to be making a nice mushroom crusted bone-in pork roast. So I've got an assortment of dried mushrooms here, and I've got a coffee grinder. And I'm just going to pack my mushrooms in to the coffee grinder and start grinding these nice dried mushrooms, which will give a really nice flavor to our pork. I'm just going to keep continuing to pack in the mushrooms to break them down. Now I've got a nice fine grind on my mushrooms here, and I'm just going to dump onto the plate and continue to grind the rest. Now that I've finished grinding all my mushrooms, I'll dump the rest of the powder here. As you can see, we've got a nice fine powder, an assortment of mushrooms. You just want to give it a little shake, flatten it out, so we're able to cover the whole pork. And turn on our heat to our pan. You want to season this pork. Nice pork bone-in loin, salt and pepper. Now we're going to start to sear this. And season the other side too. And we want to get it so there's just a little bit of color on each side, searing in those nice juices. So that's a couple minutes on the first side, or the fat side. Now we're just going to flip it and do the other side to make sure we get a nice even sear on both sides. So at this point, that side should be seared pretty good. You also want to sear the bottom, so you can stand the roast up like so and let that bottom sear as well. At this point, we have all sides seared of the pork roast. Now is when I want to crust it. Starting from the bottom, just rolling forward, just pushing down the roast just to make sure we get all that crust really stuck to the front of it. Roll it back like so, pushing it down and placing it in our tray like so to roast. I've transferred my pork roast onto a wired rack in a roasting pan, and we're going to go and roast this in the oven. Visit atcoblueflamekitchen.com for more tips.